I'm Dr. Charlotte Hodges. I'm a wife, mom, and bariatric surgeon. All of my recipes have been kid and hubby approved. Let's see what's happening in the kitchen today. So today we are going to learn how to cook the perfect piece of grilled chicken. I did not come up with this on my own. I got it from the great Ina Garten, and it works perfectly every time. So many of my patients are trying to find different ways to incorporate good lean protein into their diet. Grilled chicken is perfect. Generally, if you are looking at a piece of chicken that's about the size of a deck of cards, that's gonna be about 100 to 120 calories. Today, the little piece of chicken that we're going to use, this is probably about a 6-ounce piece of chicken, so maybe more in the order of 150, 160 calories. So, a couple of keys whenever you're cooking grilled chicken. Number one, for me, I find that it always gets a bit more tender if you tenderize it. So that is why I have little Margie here today to help us tenderize it. The next thing that will help keep it nice and juicy is you kind of sear it on both sides, and then you just take the whole pan, pop in the oven at 400 degrees, cook it for 10 minutes. It's gonna come out perfect every time. Hasn't failed me yet. Thank you, Ina. So we will get started. So the first thing that you'll do is you'll take your little piece of chicken, and the reason why you're tenderizing it is that you kind of want it to be the same thickness all the way through. That way one little bit doesn't get cooked a little bit more than the other. So I just take 2 little pieces of parchment paper, one on bottom, one on top. All right, sweet girl, do you want to hold it like this? And now just pound away. Can you pound? There you go. You need to really whack it hard. Very good. Can mama give it a couple of whacks? All right. Oh my goodness. There you go. Try to give it some whacks. There you go. Now if you'll notice on your tenderizer, there's gonna have little spikes and a flat part. A lot of people like to use the spikes. Honestly, I like to use the flat part. It seems to work better, at least for chicken. But a lot of times if I'm using red meat, I'll use the little spiky part. So, Dad. There you go. Hit me one more time while I get the fire on. All right, beautiful. So, now that your chicken has been nice and tenderized, watch out everything, it's nice and hot. I just take a fry pan that I can also put into the oven. I just get a little pan. This is actually sprayable olive oil. Spray the pan. And then once your pan gets to about medium heat, you're gonna put your chicken on. Yeah. And you'll usually start to hear it sizzle. So, once it starts sizzling, we'll kind of keep it on one side for 2 minutes, and then we'll flip it for 2 minutes. Now, while this is starting to heat up, a lot of my patients will ask me, what do I put with my grilled chicken? And I always tell them, anything. Anything and everything goes with grilled chicken. Here it is, it's starting to sizzle. You can put your grilled chicken with roasted vegetables, with a side of rice, with a side of quinoa, with a can of corn. I have one friend, and she'll grill up a whole bunch of chicken, and then she dices it up, and then she calls it salad bar, and then she puts that on a homemade salad. The other good thing is that you can, maybe on a Sunday, grill up a whole bunch of chicken, stick it in the fridge, and then it's good to go all week. So then you can use it for different menu items. So if you want to make maybe chicken tacos one night, you name it, and then it's already cooked for you. So the chicken is gonna cook on one side for about 2 minutes. It's gonna make some nice little grill marks on it. And you're kind of par cooking the chicken prior to putting it into the oven. The other thing is that the piece of chicken that I'm using right now was already pre-seasoned. That's just what I got at the grocery store. You don't have to use pre-seasoned chicken. I just happen to like this seasoning that Tom Thumb uses. But if you just have regular old chicken, you can put salt, pepper, maybe a little garlic powder, garlic salt, any Mrs. Dash. Mrs. Dash is actually really good low sodium seasoning that you can use. So anything that you like. So let me check the back side. I'm gonna let it cook just for about 10 more seconds. Doesn't that look good?
Yeah.
All right. These have some grill marks on it. And then I'm gonna keep this here for about 2 minutes. And then you just leave it on that side. You don't flip it back over again. So after about 2 minutes, you're just gonna stick it into your preheated oven at 400 degrees. You'll cook it for exactly 10 minutes. It will come out perfect, juicy, every time. All right, now that I have some good grill marks on my chicken, it's been on 2 minutes on each side. Let's get into the oven so it can complete cooking. Okay, in 10 minutes, you'll have dinner.